I could have balls and jaws behind me or anything.
You could have, but we are recording now, bro.
I mean, that's cool. I'm just saying, man. I could have some things behind me that I don't agree with. It could be against everything I hold it behind me. You know what I'm saying? And I can't see it, man. I don't think this is a a guest friendly app.
And it is a guest friendly app, but your green screen for some reason is not being
I mean,
recognized.
okay, I got you, man. Anyway,
No, just pull it down. What's behind the curtain?
hats,
Oh, pull it down. Let's see the hats.
man. But if you ain't gonna have my production all out on there, I gotta be prepared. I can't just yank it off. Some hats gonna fall down. Then I have hats placed in different places that you can't. Should have told me ahead of time. I'd have had my hats out, man.
I mean, I was trying to tell you 20 minutes ago when you told me 10 minutes. And then that 10 minutes turned into 20 minutes. But it's
Hey,
okay.
life comes at you fast, man.
It do?
Mm-hmm.
How fast?
Pretty fast, man. One day you're here, and then you're gone. Yeah. One day you're here.
This is what I deal with, sweetie.
And then you're gone. It's the truth, man.
I ended the pod early last time. Well, not early, but I just ended it abruptly.
Why?
You saw
You sure? That's what happened?
Mm-hmm.
You sure?
Positive. I hit stop. I stopped recording.
Look, I mean, it is. I wouldn't use the H word because I don't like to use that word. But
hilarious. What's wrong with hilarious?
What is
no.
What's the H?
The H word that rhymes with mate.
Hate.
Yeah, I don't use that word because it's thrown around too much.
You definitely hate a lot, bro.
No, I don't. People assume that it's hate because I don't agree.
Then what is it? If it's not hate, then what is it called?
It's called a disagreement of opinion, man. That's it.
Some of it.
I have a question, Dominique.
Yeah.
How did you feel about Donald Trump making his sons and daughters cabinet members in his presidency?
You want to know the truth?
Yeah.
I could care less. And honestly, I don't really follow politics. Not to the point where I even knew that he put his children in cabinet positions.
He put his children in cabinet positions.
However, I think that's different. But go ahead, Tom.
What's different? Well, I think I know what you think. I know you have an idea where I'm going, but the thing is, not only is it unfair to me, but it makes the position lose some of its luster because it's like you're the Secretary of State. Well, he wasn't that, but you're the key chair to the president, right? Normally, it's somebody who has years and years of experience, has Harvard, graduated or high scale school, has a history of knowledge on this, not just somebody's son.
I get that, but I think
the position is still what it is, though. You can't take that no matter what how you got it.
But time out.
You're skipping. She don't understand.
Huh?
You're skipping. She don't understand where you're going. I haven't got to where I'm going.
I just said I think that's different. It's a difference when you're
different from what?
Well, if you let me finish, I was telling you.
Okay.
It's a difference when you're talking about government offices and running the country, opposed to, let's say, if I work at a gymnasium, 24-hour fitness, and there's some nepotism involved when I hire someone. We all three of us in here is because it's a difference between me hiring someone who might not be qualified to fold the towels versus someone who might not be qualified to make decisions on the country. It's a little difference. I want some more qualifications in that seat.
What I'm saying is, all you're saying is that the gravity of their position is greater.
Yes, 100%.
But you're not saying this. But it's not different on the level that the fold the towel person is. They're incompetent on that level.
I mean, let's be honest. Everybody on the screen has benefited from nepotism.
How so?
You haven't got a job from a friend, and you might not have been 100% the best qualified person, but you got the job because you knew someone.
Nah,
100% you have.
I ain't never got a job.
100% you have. 100%. I didn't say you weren't qualified. I said you weren't the most qualified.
Have I
okay,
benefited from that?
that's an opinion.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. How?
Have I
Explain to
benefited
us
from
how.
that?
I don't think I have.
Yes, you have. It was with the
Where?
organization that starts with a why we don't. Hold on, time out. First off, lower your tone, sir. And secondly, it's the organization that starts with a why. It's the organization that works with a
So
why. I have to. You have to. We
what
all
you
have
mean?
to.
How so? How
What you
so?
mean,
What was
nigga?
I
I
not
just told you.
qualified?
I didn't say
So
you
you
weren't
telling me I wasn't
qualified. Stop
qualified?
saying. Stop. See, that's what I'm saying, bro. You be picking and choosing what you want to hear. I didn't say you weren't qualified, sir. Did I
Okay, so
ever
you're
say
saying
you weren't qualified?
no.
I think.
So okay, so who was more qualified than me that didn't get the
Nigga, I
job?
don't know. It could have been somebody who applied that was more qualified than you and they didn't get the job because they didn't. A, they didn't know the person you know. B, the person probably trusted you more than someone they didn't trust. I didn't say you weren't qualified. I said you could have not been the most qualified out of all the candidates. There's nothing wrong with it.
Well, no, I don't. But I think you're. I understand what you're trying to say, but what
I'm
I'm
not
saying
trying to
is,
say anything. I said it.
this what I'm saying is this. You're assuming that because the person was overqualified on one level, that I wasn't overqualified. Like, yeah, they might have a better resume than me,
I
but that
mean,
doesn't mean they're. Oh,
you dancing around the cement.
no, I'm not.
If you present a better resume that shows that you have X qualifications, all I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying is that you have benefited from nepotism because someone else could have been more qualified for the job than you were, and you got the job because of your association. It's not a bad thing.
But I'm saying no. But I'm saying my association is. You're assuming. I'm saying this. I'm not saying what you're saying. But I'm saying this. I'm saying that my association is directly a byproduct of my work. It's not saying like, yeah, not only is this person qualified, but I have history and have seen their work, and I have quality. They have a quality. It's quality. So this other person has qualifications on this level, but then the other qualifications that you wouldn't know. That's why you get into any position or any job.
Time out. Ain't that what I just said, Dominique?
Jeez Louise.
I'm just asking.
I feel like both of y'all are going in circles.
Jesus. But exactly, but isn't that what I just said?
No, you said I benefited from knowing that person, and I'm saying the only benefit. It's not because I know that person. It's because that person has seen my work. They haven't seen the other person's work, but they've seen my work. So you're saying because he sees something on paper,
though.
how's nepotism? I'm winning. He or she is seeing that. Oh yeah, they can do the job. I know they can do a job. This person telling me the other person.
Okay, so they know you. They seen you do the job. On paper, this person still can do this job. That resume says, hey, I can do this job. I can do this, that, and the third for this job in this position. You got it because one, hey, I don't know this person. I know this person. I know he can do the job. This person said he can do the job. But it's still nepotism. The person could have gave it to this person, to that person B, on the simple fact that, hey, here's this resume. You got it on the strength of they know you and they trust you. And they seen your work.
Okay.
And
why
so
do they trust
that's
me?
still nepotism.
How is it? Nepotism is when you pick somebody.
You are benefiting from somebody knowing you
solely because of relationship. Like I understand what you're saying.
That's not what nepotism is. Nepotism is you
see?
benefiting from an association or a relationship.
Nepotism is no. Nepotism is not it's not a positive noun. It's a negative noun. That's why it's always used that way. It's saying that just the connotation that I've always taken as, I could be wrong, but is that people never say, oh, people never like, oh yeah, great. That's nepotism. They always know nepotism is when somebody gets in a position that they're not qualified for only because they're related or they know somebody, not because they can do it and they know that person. If I can do the job, like what effective leader is going to say, I'm not going to pick this person that I've seen do the job. I'm going to go gamble on somebody who said they can do a job.
Nepotism, the practice among those with power or influence of favoring relatives or friends, especially by giving them jobs.
Exactly. It doesn't say that you're not qualified for the job. It's simply stating that you're benefiting from a relationship. Now, there is times where in nepotism, the unqualified person gets the job just because they're someone's son, cousin, friend, brother, or whatever. But there are also cases where someone gets a job because they or a position because they're benefiting from the association. They're qualified to do the job, but there could
So
be
what does that
candidates.
matter?
They're qualified to do the job, but there could be candidates who are more qualified sometimes.
Okay, but I'm asking you, Dub, if you've seen something, would you pick something that somebody tells you that they might can do, even though I might be qualified, or something that I've seen do?
So, me personally, as someone who hires staff on a regular, 98% of the time, I'm going by what someone puts in a resume saying that they did. And then when I interview them, the things that they're telling me that they can do. It's up to me to ask questions surrounding said job that they're applying for to see if they have knowledge of that position. All I can
Okay,
go by is what I see on paper and how they interview. You know what I'm saying?
but if
After
you,
that, I'm sorry, go ahead.
but but if you have somebody who you've seen do the job, you've already seen them do the job. I've seen them for 4 years, 2 years, 1 month, 6 months doing the job, and they apply for the same position. So you're saying, well, now all the work that you've done and I've seen you, that means nothing to me. I'm gonna pick this person who tells me and I ask questions to. Even though I ask you the same questions, seeing you do the job, you're saying you're not gonna pick the person that you know, whether you know them intimately or not. If you've seen them do the job, seen it work the right way, they're qualified. This person over here is qualified too. You're benefiting, but you're not benefiting simply because you know the person. You're benefiting because that person has seen your work. Because I could pick, like you said, I could pick somebody, oh, you my friend, you hired. I ain't never seen you do X, Y, Z. I could pick you my friend, and you also have ran this program for 5 years. I've seen you. So I'm the fact that we're friends is not non consequential.
And so that's why I said it depends on um, the importance of the position. That's why I said in that government position, I probably want the person who has this 15, 20 years in the game that I know has a track record of doing X, Y, and Z at a high capability. Prime
Mm-hmm.
example: if I'm hiring someone to appraise cars, and you
Mm-hmm.
Boogie have been appraising cars for 6 months, I know you. You're my friend. Uh, I know your work ethic. I see what you've done thus far for the 6 months. But the position is someone holding down a whole store by themselves with minimal amount of supervision 3 states away that I can't get to. Um, I might hire the guy who has the 10 plus years of verifiable um, experience in doing
Mm-hmm.
that explicit function because I don't
Yeah,
have
if you,
time to
if you,
babysit
yeah,
it.
but you're saying you could you just put 6 months against 10 years. We're talking about I got 6 years, he got 6 years. You've never seen his 6 years, you've seen mine. You can't skew it to make it seem.
But
I'm
see
talking
now,
about flat up.
but now you're skewing
You
it though.
skewed it. No, you skewed it to say 6 months for 10 years, bro. I don't give a damn about knowing you my whole life. If
I
this
just
dude been
gave an
doing it for ten
example, bro.
years, but I know you made it an unrealistic example. If
It's not an
no
unrealistic
reason,
example.
no reasonable person is gonna say I'm picking this person with 6 months over this person with 10 years. That's not reasonable, bro.
That's not
So you
actually
making that
true, bro.
example. That's not reasonable, bro. If you've been fixing cars for 10 years and I'm fixing cars for 6 months, you telling me the person with 6 months has more? I'm gonna pick him because no, I'm gonna pick 10.
There
I'm gonna
could
pick
there
10 years,
could there
bro.
could there could there could be some attraction to me picking the person with 6 months opposed to 10 years. Something as
Yeah,
simple as pay scale. I might not be able to have. I may not have in my budget to pay the 10 year plus experience
yeah,
associate
yeah.
that
What
I
you're doing
did.
right now is
Let me
that's
finish
crazy.
though.
What you do? What you?
How is it
Okay,
crazy?
go ahead.
So time out.
Go ahead,
How's it
because not
crazy?
because now you're adding different caveats to make it. No, we're talking. We can go into any caveat either way, my way or your way, to make it sound right. I'm talking about just flat. Of course, if my budget can't afford somebody that wants their 10 years, they want 40,000. This person wants 20,000. Yeah, I'm gonna go with 20,000.
But I
Let's not
mean,
add these. Let's
but
not
you
add all these caveats. If you
but
talking
time
about flat
out.
out, we want the
You're
same pay.
there. But time out, bro. Like when you're having these conversations,
Yeah.
it's never gonna be flat out. I mean, if that's the case, if it's just flat out, I need a space in this spot. Well, shit, I'm gonna hire the 6-month guy instead of tenure because I'm gonna think about all those different factors
Once
of the
again, bro.
hiring process.
Once again,
Like the
you
hiring
can put.
process
Come
isn't
on,
just a
man.
flat thing.
Come on,
Like
bro.
I
It
don't,
can be.
I don't.
In
How?
certain times, it is.
How?
In certain times, if you have 10 years, Dub, and I got 10 years, and
If money
Dominique
is
got 10,
no, if
you're not
money
hearing
is,
what I'm saying. So you cut me off. If we all have 10 years and there's a spot that's open, we all
you
want the
see
same.
this shit? You
This
see
is
right?
simple. This is simple,
You
bro.
see right?
I'm saying, but you cut me off when I'm talking. What you mean? You see? I'm
But
talking.
he,
You
but
telling
he
me?
wasn't cutting me off earlier though.
I'll let you finish. Anyway, like I was saying,
Finish, bro.
you created 17 different caveats, bro. Of course, if you have a different pay rate, yeah, that's common sense, bro. But to make something fair and equal, just to make it make sense, so that there's no, oh well, this person might want 30,000, this person wants 60. Yeah, dog, come on, man. We have common sense here. If we all been in 10 years, a position opens, and the person hiring knows me, doesn't know Dominique, doesn't know you. We all had the same amount of experience. Y'all two ain't been in the company. I have. Do you think that an effective supervisor will go, let me take a chance on this other person right here? The pay's gonna be the same. We had the same years experience. I just know this person and seen this person, never seen that person. Well, I'm gonna pick the person that I've seen, because I know what to expect. There's no surprises. That's better for me, as opposed to,
And why is that? That's still nepotism. Any way you break it down, it's still nepotism. I don't care how you break it down.
How is that nepotism?
You got it because they're your friend, your family, whatever they are. They're looking at you. I'm gonna give it to JB. That's my brother. He got the job. No matter. You just said it. You just said no matter. We all in this. We all been here the same amount of years. They know me.
They
don't know
work,
you.
Yeah. They don't know y'all too, but they see my work.
All that don't matter. They know you. That's it.
Okay. So what I'm saying is this. Okay. All I'm saying is that the appearance of, if you go to, well, you when you go to jobs, they don't say nepotism is okay. It always says we do not use nepotism here. Like, that's one of the things that's in most jobs statements.
And it's a lie.
Actually, the company.
I know it's a lie, but that's what they say.
Time out. Actually, the company I work for now, Human Resources Department, the head of HR actually said, we are a company that is family oriented. We believe in hiring friends and family, and we don't apologize for it.
Yeah.
There are a lot of companies who will tell you that.
My company is one of those.
So so y'all feel like that's nepotism, or do y'all feel like there's the trust value? But
we just literally read the definition of nepotism.
Okay. All right.
I mean, it's not necessarily a negative thing, and that's why I said we.
Okay. All right.
But I cut you off, and you steady
yelling. No,
I
said okay. All right. I'm not yelling. I mean, my mic is loud, bro.
Nah,
I said I was just agreeing with you.
I literally was bro. It's all good. It's all good. What's the name of this pod?
Now let's begin the story.
That time, motherfuckers. Dub down, motherfuckers.
H-Town's finest 16 Shots podcast.
Stop lighting with the flame gun.
Yes. It is us. It is the 16 Shots podcast with one young James Boogie. Hey, y'all, Dub.
Tell me how you took it. I'm going to tell you what I meant.
With our special guest, Miss Dominique.
Hey.
Now, as I was trying to get to before I was sidetracked by whatever, my point was, which is crazy. My point was.
So why you always get to finish your points, but you cut my points off? And then I just supposed to roll with letting you finish your point, bro.
Go ahead.
I'm asking.
That's not true, but go ahead.
All right, no, that's fine. Finish your point. That's all. I just wanted to ask a question.
I'm saying go ahead. If you have a point, go ahead.
I just wanted to ask my question. You cut me off. My point.
When you were talking, I would say you're right. That's all. I didn't cut you. I didn't say you right. I said you're right, bro. That's all I was saying. If we rewind this and go back and listen, you're gonna hear me saying yes, sir. You're right. That's all I was saying. I wasn't cutting you off with a sentence like you did me. I was saying you right, bro. I was agreeing, actually.
All right, what you
Just
got,
kind of in
bro?
your feelings, man. I was saying that the nepotism part about it is more importantly, like it degrades the quality or the feeling of getting something, right? If 20,000 people are working to get a spot, and I just, oh, you my homeboy, you can have this spot, or you my daughter, you my son, you can have this spot. That spot, the people who work to get that spot feel some kind of way. Because I went through, there are things I sacrificed, things I couldn't do, things I wanted to do, things to get in this spot, whatever spot it is, whether it be a boxer or a singer or a fighter, I mean, any, whatever you're doing. I worked to get to the spot and you just walked in. So the people who worked are going to feel funny about it, right?
Okay, I can talk now. So exactly what example are you speaking of?
So now I'm saying with BJ Khaled and Beyonce putting their kids as the EPs of their products, right? Or putting them on songs randomly, whatever, just, giving them co-writers, whatever, right? And so they start receiving gold plaques and what's call it.
Okay.
I'm like, that's like bastardizing the system. Like that's like at some point somebody has to be like, man, nah, we can't do it like that, because
Why
that's
not?
you really, because that's not the spirit of the award, bro.
Why not?
Like, because why? So once again, why would I make this an achievement if anybody can just come and do it? It's not an achievement no more.
So let's talk about some context. So Blue
Yeah.
Ivy received the gold plaque because she was on a song with her mother, right?
Because she had two lines on it. She was speaking at the end of a song, and they wrote her as writer's credits and gave her like some
So
other.
she got writer's credits for being on her mother's album, right? What's wrong with that?
What I'm saying is, there's nothing wrong with her getting writer's credit.
Okay.
Whatever you want to do. But what I'm saying is, when you start saying, okay, well now she's a certified gold artist. Now what about Vanessa Williams? What about, like, it's like a Hall of Fame type thing. Like, if you saying that these are people, this is an accolade that you have to work to get, right? And they start letting anybody in the Hall of Fame, like, he only played 2 years, or he only this, or this, that, or same with this.
What's the criteria of getting a gold plaque?
You have to sell 500,000 records.
And if you're a part of a project that sold 500,000 records, don't you get a gold plaque?
Yes.
So let me ask you a question. Small question.
Yeah.
I'm 50 Cent homie, right? I am 50 Cent's homeboy, okay?
Okay.
And we in the studio and he writing a song and I come up
Yeah.
with, you can find me in the club, bottle full
Yeah.
of bub.
Yeah.
He like, Dub, that's fire, bro. I'm gonna
Yeah.
put that in my song.
Okay.
And he put it in the song and he be like, hey, you know what, bro?
Yeah.
You came up with them 2 bars. Or you know what, bro? Whatever you did, whether you spoke it, sung it, write it, you are credited to these 2 bars. And I'm gonna give you writer's credit on it.
Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
So what's the point?
What's the difference?
The difference is you're talking about somebody who is creating a record, and they're making, okay, you contribute to this record, and with the thought of, okay, you're a musician most of the time, or if you're a homie, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Those are rare instances where that happens, because most of the time musicians hang with musicians. But anyway, let's say hypothetically that does happen, right? Even in that, how many times have you heard of random homie getting a gold plaque?
I thought everybody involved with the song got a gold plaque, though.
Once again,
I'm asking you.
Yeah, well, yeah, it depends on what the accreditations say. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But you know what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, even in that aspect, you're talking about people who work in the industry, who have, once again, who have these years of experience, these years of trying. I'm not saying it's any problem with her being on the song or her getting credited, but I'm saying, how does that person who's been an artist for 3 years and sold 399, sold 410, you know what I'm saying, been putting in projects, working hard, all the blood, sweat, and tears, all the sacrifice that goes with that, and now this person over here said 2 sentences at the end of it, like, this was she like 5 or 6, You know what I'm saying? She sang a line or two, something like that, and she's now, oh, that's a goal. That's a goal. Like that makes it seem like, dang, how do you feel about that? Like
Let me
there
ask you
has
a
to be
question.
standards for everything,
Did
bro.
you
There has to be
feel this way
standards.
about Terrence Howard?
Terrence Howard doing, yeah,
Why?
because he's how would you give him? I mean, him getting a gold plaque. He didn't get a gold plaque. In fact, I think what did he?
I thought he got a Grammy for that shit.
That's not a gold record, but he got a
He
Grammy
got
for
a
it. But he got a
Grammy
Grammy.
for it. I'd
Yeah,
rather have a
'cause-
Grammy than a gold record.
Why?
Because I can do more with the Grammy. Now I'm a Grammy winning artist behind my name. I can flip that into a platinum album if I have the skill and talent to do it. And that's what I'm saying. If I have the skill
It
and talent,
happens.
it happens. If I have the skill and talent to get a gold record anyway, Boog, I personally wouldn't care about the 5-year-old who happens to be on a song with their parent and they get writer's credit on said song and they go gold with their parent, bro. I wouldn't have an
So-
issue with that.
A question.
I don't have an issue with it.
Question,
As
question.
someone who
Hold-
was an artist who never received the gold album, I don't feel any kind of way when these mega superstars, if Blue Ivy, if DJ Khaled's kid, if when Will Smith's kid does it, I don't feel any kind of way, bro. Not at all.
Okay, I'm gonna ask a question. What is your line of integrity when it comes to music? Like, what do you have any line of morality or integrity? I'm just asking. I'm not saying anything. I'm just asking. Is there any line like, okay?
Of course, I have
mu-
lines of morality and integrity, but a 5-year-old.
But hold up. Where do they start?
What do you mean? Where do they start? It all depends on the
asking you.
situation.
It
It
fluctuates.
definitely doesn't start with a 5-year-old getting credited on their parent's song. I don't give a shit about that.
Well, what I'm saying is, so if my award that I get, and I go up there and say, hey, man, I wrote this album. It came from my heart. Blah 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 blah. I did this, and the reception and the accolade is based on my art and what I did. Right? That's one person.
Okay.
And then now, the same award and the same accolade goes to a 5-year-old, and then what is she gonna say? Hold up, what is she gonna say about it?
She got to work on the song with her mommy,
Exactly.
and she's happy
And
about
so-
it.
And
What
so I'm
is the
saying
big? Why? Why
I'm
do
asking,
you have such an
that's
issue
equal?
with it?
I'm saying, is that equal? So you feel like that a 5-year-old saying I get to work with my mommy is equal and should be in the same conversation with, man, I sat down
But
for
let's
5
unpack
years.
this though. Let's unpack this. The gold album.
Wait.
All right, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, because I was trying to hear what he said at the end.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Say.
I said that the 5-year-old saying I got to work with my mommy, that is in the same that way of believing or creating is in the same pocket with, I sat down for 5 years and wrote this album. I had all the intricacies that went into making the album for Lauryn Hill. You're saying that Lauryn Hill, or it sounds like Lauryn Hill's Miseducation is equal to that because they sold the same 500,000 for the single. So those are the same type of songs. No, these are two different types of
What time about though?
situations.
What time about though? Yeah, I think so. Well, why did the song go gold? Was it because of Blue Ivy or was it because of Beyonce?
Well, it's because of Beyonce.
All right, then. So essentially, just like anybody who participated on that song and has credits, they all got a gold album because of Beyonce's hard work. It just so happens that Blue Ivy is on a song with Beyonce. Look, if it was me on a song and she gave me writer's credit for it, I would get a gold plaque, right? It's the same shit. If I was on a song, if I had a fire ad-lib that was like, I'm talking about Southside each time, and she was like, man, that's kind of fire. Or she was like, you know what, I got this lyric, and they go, man, Southside H-Time. I need an H-Time nigga to say it. And I just happen to be delivering fucking Amazon beauty products for Blue Ivy at the time, and I was standing in the studio, and she was like, hey, H-Time nigga, go say that. And I go say it. I'm gonna get writer's credit for it, and she gives me writer's credit for it. I get the gold plaque as well. Would you have an issue with that?
No, but I'm asking
why?
you.
'Cause it's the same
Hold on.
thing.
But I keep asking you about entertainer who makes music.
I think
and
I've
you
already
keep-
answered that question.
No, you keep going to with the homeboy here, or the person who has this one line, or you keep going to the random person who's the same. Really, what you're saying is that Blue Ivy's randomness is the same as a random stranger. So and everybody gets caught. You're talking about legalities.
The only difference is that that's her mother, and she made music with her mom, bro.
You're talking about legalities of who gets what, and I'm talking about morality of saying, you know what, this system, this system.
Where's the where's the bad morality with a mother and daughter doing a song together, bro?
That's what I'm saying. You keep talking about one thing. I'm talking about something else. You're talking about the mother doing it, mother daughter doing the song. I'm talking about the accolade that comes from selling 500,000 records. I'm saying that this is something that people work their whole life for, and you're saying that, well, because she got on a song with her mommy, then she should get that same accolade. That exact same accolade as somebody who worked hard their whole life.
Whatever accolade that song gets, she should get it too, because she's a participant on the song.
Yeah, and you're saying that because legally she's on the song, that she should be revered the same way and give the same credit to the song as everybody, as the drummer, I'm asking, as the drummer, as the bassist, as the person who produced the beat. They're all equal, right?
Yep. In the legality sense, yep.
No, they're not, because they don't get paid the same.
Aren't they participants of the song?
Do they get paid equally?
Oh, she probably didn't get paid at all for it. Actually, the drummer probably got paid. Whoever made the beat got paid for their participation, and Blue Ivy didn't get paid for it, bro. If you want to keep it a buck, she probably didn't get paid for shit. She's doing the song with her mom. She got writer's credit. Oh well, oh yeah, she got to go album. Like, it's nothing wrong morally with it. It's not even a nepotism issue.
Okay, so you think they're Blue? Okay, all right.
Let me ask you a question. You got a daughter.
Yeah.
You are Beyonce level, but R&B artist.
Yeah.
Same situation. You wouldn't do it?
Why?
Your daughter.
I'm saying why, bro? She can be on
what?
the song, but I'm saying why? What does that do? Putting her as a writer of the song, and she's 5 years old. Like, what is that? What are you really doing? Like,
she's getting credited for the song. Hey, it's building, I don't know, generational wealth, if you want to call it that. Maybe 20 years from now, she's still getting royalties for the shit.
So, and what I'm saying, and that's what I'm saying. Like,
but what's wrong with that?
That's what I'm saying. We're talking about pennies and micro pennies. We ain't talking about thousands of dollars. We're talking about pennies on micro pennies.
That shit could equal up to thousands of dollars if you want to keep it a buck. I don't care if it's $20,000. It's $20,000 I ain't have.
Yeah, but when we're not talking about people who are in the $1,000 conversation. These are two people who have a net worth of over $1 billion. So like, once again, what am I doing? $20,000 in 20 years is
bro. That's a reach, bro. You reaching, bro.
I'm asking you a question. What are we doing?
I'm telling you, reaching, bro. It don't matter what you're doing. You can roll up on a billionaire right now and have a $30,000 opportunity for him, and they don't have to lift not one finger of work. You think they're gonna turn their nose up there and be like, "Nah, I don't want that."
They're gonna do what they want. They if they don't like the project, they ain't gonna do it. They're not gonna be doing things to make money.
I think we're beyond time out. We're beyond the point of doing something to make money. We know they're not doing it to make money.
That's what I'm saying. So what are we doing? When I asked you the question, hold up. When I asked you the question, what are you doing? You never answered that.
I did answer.
No, you didn't.
All right, bro.
When you answer, what'd you say?
Question. I've answered it 5 times ago. I said, A, they're doing it. I said, A, they're doing it because they just want to have a daughter mommy song. B, she got writer's credit. Oh, well, she got credit for the song as a writer. And C, it could bring generational worth. 20, 30 years from now, she could be receiving royalties for this song. I don't know how much the royalties for this song are going to be 20, 30 years from now, but whatever they are, bro, it's royalties from the song. You don't know what the royalties from the song could be 30 years from now, bro.
Yeah, it could be less, it could be more.
It doesn't matter what it is, Book. It truly doesn't. It truly doesn't matter what it is.
If you say words like generational wealth,
you can't pull one phrase from a whole entire thought process I just gave you and try to run with that, Book. You can't do that.
No. You just said we're building generational wealth.
I said more than that, JB.
But listen, what I'm saying. My point, as you were saying before that, when we're talking about the money part, because I wasn't talking about the money part. You keep saying about you brought that up. I said it's
I
I
brought
said it's
up
some
4
rounded
other
things.
things, JB. So speak about everything I brought up, bro. Don't just try to take one small piece that you want to try to make a point about and run with that. If you want to make a point about everything I said, then make a point about everything I said. Don't just try to take
Oh,
one small
so
piece and
no, I'm
run
okay.
to
Hold on, hold on,
and run a 400-meter yard race with it.
Talking about, but what I'm saying is, I will address everything you're talking about. But you can't tell me how to address. You can't tell me how to respond. If I start here, I'm gonna go here, here, and there. You can't tell. Oh, don't talk about that. What you mean? You said it. I didn't. I never. I keep telling you from the get green. I'm not talking about money. You keep talking about money. Oh, it's for money. It's the. I immediately said that's not about money. I asked you, what are we doing? And I've already given the context that this is not about money. And you said, oh well, it can get money later on. Or you said it's a mom and daughter song. I said that's cool. I said I don't have issue with the song being made. What I did say was when you start giving accolades to like that to people in that situation, then I'm asking you, how does the person that worked hard to get that accolade feel? And does that accolade still hold that shine?
It should hold that shine because Blue Ivy is the main person who gets the accolade. Beyonce is the main person who's getting the accolade. And if you're an artist and your goal is to be to get that accolade and beyond, and you're using a mega superstar as an example, then your example should be Beyonce getting the gold album for that record, or diamond album for that record, or whatever accolade she gets for that record. Your bar shouldn't be Blue Ivy. Your bar should be Beyonce. So you really shouldn't care about what Blue Ivy is getting.
Okay.
And Blue Ivy getting said, and Blue Ivy or DJ Khaled's son or Jaden Smith hitting said accolade, that shouldn't be the bar you're shooting for, bro. You should be shooting for the Will Smith bar. Well, you can't say that about Jaden Smith now. You can shoot for some of his bars.
Okay, but I'm not saying that the bar is Jaden Smith or these young people. That's not the bar. I'm saying that if you name off gold winning artists and you have Will Smith and this person, that person, that person, right? And then you have Blue Ivy, then you have this person, that person, right? What I'm saying is, hold up, Blue Ivy, and if I'm saying,
let me ask you a question. Well, do you say that about everybody else? That's credited on the song and got the accolade?
So okay, so I'm just gonna ask one question and we can move on. Or you know what?
Are you gonna answer that question though?
Yeah. I'm gonna say yes because usually it's musicians and people who are musicians. It's not just a random person who I threw on here.
Well,
it's a musician. These
question.
are all musicians.
Can I ask you another question?
Yes, sir.
How do we know, or how do you know that Blue Ivy isn't a young musician right now? And I'm gonna ask you, and this is why I asked you that. Mm-hmm. Her mother's Beyonce, her father's Jay-Z. Mm-hmm. So the entirety of her life, she's been around music. We know she sat in the studio with her mother. We know she rolls around the city with her father. Okay. So how do we not know that Blue Ivy is an aspiring musician?
Did you hear the song?
I have not heard the song, no.
She's literally talking for a line and a half.
Does that mean she's not a musician?
Okay, bro.
I'm asking you.
No, what I'm saying is, no, it doesn't mean that. But what I'm saying is, what was presented wasn't musicianship.
How old is she?
It was exactly.
No, I'm asking you, how old is she?
She's like 5.
So how do you know this isn't the start of her musician career? How do you know that?
Have you heard any songs by her since or prior to?
Again, how do you know this isn't the start? You have to start somewhere. So before I have a whole, I'm just not gonna pop out on the scene with a whole catalog of music. I have to have a start. So how do you know? How do you know that this isn't her start?
Okay, I asked you a question. I said, I don't know if that's the part. Have you heard anything post that?
No one has heard anything post that. The shit just dropped a couple of days ago or a couple of weeks ago.
Okay. So you saying that I got a gold record? What I'm waiting for? Like, I mean, come on, bro. Like, I understand what you're saying. I'm not disagreeing that she might be, but but when you're asking me questions, you ask me what might be. I'm telling you, I'm giving you solid things that tangible things.
There's
we can
nothing
touch.
solid. We don't know anything. All of this stuff is
we know
speculation.
We heard this. I'm telling you,
The
I
two
heard the
things we
song.
know is this: she's been on the song, and she
Yeah.
got credited for the song, and she's credited for a gold album on the song. That's all we
Yeah.
know. It
And we
doesn't matter.
also-
It
we al-
doesn't matter what your opinion
You
of the art is. That's just your interpretation of what you heard. That's
Yeah,
just your
I'm-
opinion of the art.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, and that's what I'm asking you. Well, I've asked you from the very beginning. I said, how do you think the person that wrote an album, has been writing albums for the last 20 years and has been hitting that 300, 400 mark, feel about the interpretation of her art getting that award?
Well, you never
and the
asked
ter-
me that. You asked me
Yes,
how
I
do I feel
did.
about. You never said the interpretation of the art. You asked me how do I feel about her getting an award, and I think I've answered that question by saying
No, sir.
I wouldn't give
I
a
asked-
fuck.
I asked you,
Time
how
out.
do you think that?
What
I asked
do
you how. So you cut
what
me
did you
off.
say? What did you say? What did you say?
I asked you, how does that artist feel about? Didn't I say that? I said, how do you think that artist feel? And you
You
talk,
did.
you kept going, and you keep talking about music. And I said, how do you think that artist
Did,
feel?
I,
You
did I
didn't
answer the question,
at all.
Dominique?
No.
So did I answer the question, Dominique?
I don't even know.
I know, right?
No, but
I-
you didn't answer
I
it because you
did. I've
didn't.
answered the question 10 times. I said the
Bruh,
artist
you
shouldn't
just-
care. I literally said the artist shouldn't care. I've said that so many times.
No, you said you said you wouldn't care because you just, like 2 seconds ago, you didn't even hear the question, bro. But now you answered it.
I heard.
No, he did say the artist shouldn't care because the 5-year-old is not the bar. Beyonce should be the bar. That's his
But we're not-
answer to that question. That was
But
his
I'm saying-
answer.
But we're not saying that I'm trying to be as good as Blue Ivy. I'm saying so we can flip this whole thing to today. Deion Sanders goes on he comes out and says, man, I gotta have a different color jacket, man, because the people they put in the Hall of Fame, they ain't like me. So I ain't saying they ain't Hall of Fame, but my jacket gotta be a different color. Basically saying that, bruh, we can't put us in the same category just because you were kind of good and I was great. That's the same thing I'm saying. You can't put Blue Ivy in the same category with Vanessa Williams, bro, because they both got gold records. But you can't put them in the same category, man, because it's two different levels of artistry. And if you want to say it's the interpretation, you're not being honest to the question, bro. That's like interpreting Blue Ivy versus Vanessa Williams versus Fantasia versus any artist that put their blood and sweat and tears into a record, and you're saying, oh yeah, they're in the same boat.
Okay.
I don't care. Me and Vanessa Williams, I don't care that I had to make these BS songs because I couldn't get a record deal because I had to go through these white channels and do this all this stuff I didn't want to do to fight to get this gold record. And here she come, it's my mom. And I put my name, I said a line, and she get the same accolade that I had to fight for. You think they're gonna be like, oh, I don't worry about that. That's cool. They're gonna be like, hold up, man.
Does
Hold up, man,
does Spot'em Got 'em have a gold record?
Probably.
I'll answer it for you.
I don't
Yes, he
think so.
does.
He does. He has one.
So he has one. So let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Do you think Spot'em Got 'em
Yeah.
and Busta Rhymes
Yeah.
should be mentioned in the same ilk when it comes to artists?
Not at all.
But they both have gold records.
Once again-
let me ask you a question.
Mhm.
So do you discredit Spot'em Got 'em's gold record status?
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. Why? What is the
Because-
criteria? No, whoa. Let me ask you a question. What is the criteria in receiving a gold record? And it doesn't have to be the exact number. But
Yeah,
tell me what.
it's
but
500,000.
Listen, is what?
I can't answer the question, bro.
No, because I was gonna add some stuff to it. But go ahead. What is
Okay,
it?
go ahead. Okay.
No, what is it?
A gold record is 500,000 sold.
All right, cool. So does that gold record mean it has to be 500,000 sold and that song has to be quality? Or is it simply saying, hey, you got to sell 500,000 records to get gold? Which one is it?
And what you're doing right
No,
now.
I'm asking you. I'm
what
asking
you're
you.
doing-
Because I'm trying. No,
but
I'm
see,
trying.
but-
JB, I'm
no.
trying to make a point and give you an example. I'm just asking.
But-
I'm not trying to
but
do
when I-
anything. So I'm
yes,
just
you are,
asking
because
you
you're
a
talking about legalities, bro. And I told you,
I'm
we're
asking
talking about morality.
JB, I'm asking you a question.
You're asking me a question about numbers and legality, bro. And I'm telling you, I'm not talking about that. If you want to talk about legality, I have no legal issue with that, bro. I didn't told you that. I'm cool. Yeah, get your money. I understand what you're doing, but I'm saying that's legally. But morally, you can have a totally opposite moral stance. Just because it's legal don't mean it's moral, bro. Just because you can do it, and it don't mean it's right, bro.
All
That's
right,
what you
so-
keep saying.
So in sentence 2 of your question, The first thing I said was there's nothing morally wrong with what she did.
Okay, well, once again, so you think that Stephanie Mills feels that her work should be put on the same level with Blue Ivy?
Sure.
Because she's a GOAT. So you think that you think if I go up to like if you go up to Stephanie Mills, be like, hey, you like them songs that, or you think that you and Blue Ivy should be mentioned in the same context as far as gold selling artists? She's gonna be like, yeah, we the same.
I think you're an idiot if you go ask her that, but she should say, yeah, we're the same.
Okay, you win then, bro. Not you win, but if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. But I'm 100% sure. Like I said, you can go through every genre of life, and people don't like it when they work hard, and people come in and don't work hard and get their same credit, bro. In every aspect of life, man. If you work hard on something, and somebody just walks in the door and be like, "Oh yeah, I just walked in the door, so that means I'm better than you, or I'm equal to you." No, you're gonna be like, "Hold up, man, I did this and that." In any aspect of life, man.
But that's not what happened, though.
So once again, like I said, Blue Ivy got on the song and said 2 lines.
It doesn't matter how you frame it.
See,
it doesn't matter how you frame it. It's nothing morally wrong with it, bro. You straight up said that you talking about the moral standpoint of it. Nothing immoral happened about it, bro. There's nothing morally wrong with Blue Ivy being on a song with Beyonce, getting credit for it, and getting a gold record stamp for it. There's nothing morally wrong about that.
Okay, so you feel like Stephanie Mills, like Luther Vandross, like Michael Jackson.
I don't care what name you name. Name any name, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Mike can't be mad because Jermaine Jackson got gold albums off the back of him, so he can't be mad about it.
Okay, but
did Jermaine Jackson not be a part of the song or the group? Was he not a part of Jackson 5?
Jermaine Jackson went solo first.
Was he a part of the group? Yes or no?
Yeah.
What do we all know Jermaine Jackson for? His solo albums or being a part of Jackson 5?
But he left the Jackson 5 and went solo first, man. So how's on the back of Michael Jackson? He left the group first. When they say don't leave the groups, you can't make money about Michael Jackson.
I couldn't tell you who Jermaine Jackson was without Mike.
But I'm just telling you that the truth of the matter is Jermaine Jackson left the group first and everybody said you shouldn't leave the group first because you can't be famous without Michael.
I'm not talking about that, JB.
What are you talking about then? He didn't make it off the back of Michael. You said he made an album off the back of Michael.
I did not say an album. So what do we all know Jermaine Jackson for? People who are not that old. I couldn't tell you who Jermaine Jackson was outside of the Jackson 5. Tito, Jermaine, all them niggas. I know Mike, and I know Mike was singing lead on them songs, and I know the Jackson 5 because of one of the Jacksons who happened to be Michael Jackson.
But all you're saying is that you want us to live in the ignorance that you have, bro. Just because you don't know, don't mean that that's true, bro. Just because you don't know it.
Let's ask the third party. Am I tripping, Dominique? What's going on here? Because I don't. This is what happens. We argue back and forth. I'll try to make a point, and he come up with something.
Both of y'all just go in circles.
And that's what happens.
I'm not going in circles. You just said something that was false, bro.
I didn't say anything
that was completely false, bro.
I didn't say anything false, bro.
You said Jermaine Jackson made albums off the back of Michael. I proved to you physically. I told you the timeline of what happened, but I'm going in circles. You don't want to acknowledge when somebody says something.
You didn't prove anything, bro. I acknowledge everything.
You don't know.
Can I ask you a question? Did Jermaine Jackson get a gold album with the Jackson 5? It's a yes or no question.
So did Marlon, yeah.
I literally said all of them, right?
But Marlon didn't go solo.
I didn't ask you about who went solo first, my nigga. I simply said he had a gold album off the back of Mike. So Mike probably would have an issue with Blue Ivy getting a gold album off the back of her mother. None of this shit is morally wrong, my guy. None of it is morally wrong.
You hear what I'm saying? So you feel like Jermaine Jackson and Blue Ivy are equal musically. If you can say that Blue Ivy and all these other people are musically equal, then I don't have to
at 5 years old, no one can say they're musically equal. Now, if you fast forward 20 years from now, and she has a music career, you can say it. If she doesn't have a music career, then you can say they both weren't. They're not.
Well, we're not talking about 20 years from now.
We're talking about in the now, bro. She's 5.
Yeah, to now. Yeah, so
she's
exactly.
5. This is her first project, and she happened to be a part of a gold album project at 5. Whoop-de-doo, bro. I don't see what the problem is. There's nothing morally wrong with it. And if I was an active artist today, I would not be upset about Blue Ivy being talked about as a gold album artist in the same breath as me. I wouldn't be. I wouldn't care, bro.
Answer this question for me because I could be wrong. I'm not a big sports person or whatever. So when the championship comes around, right, and the championship, the team win, who all gets a ring? Is it only the players on the field and the coaches, or is it the whole organization?
Everybody who had a part in the making of the team. So the difference between that is it's not a guy who just ties shoe. It's not a guy who just tie one shoe who gets like you have to be with the organization for 75% of the year. You have to have a job, and so you have to be somebody who does something, who has a piece. Blue Ivy sung 2 lines, two words in the song. That's what I'm saying.
But she was still a part of that team. It's
Oh,
a team. It's a
So
team.
does everybody? So you saying that everybody's so answer me this: everybody's contribution is the same, is equal.
No, everyone's
So-
contribution is not the same.
Exactly.
The trainer, the football player. Am I gonna be mad? I'm the football player. I'm mad at the trainer who gets a ring. He part of the organization. I put in more work than he. I'm on the field. I'm my sweat, blood, and tears.
But he's
So
the person that would.
why am
but
I
the-
gonna
but-
be upset that he got one? He was there to help. We was not in the studio with Beyonce. Maybe Blue Ivy was in there saying, "Hey, Mom, look, I want to say this." Who gonna tell her no?
So what I'm saying is this. So it's
No,
a what if maybe
answer that question, my guy.
Can I answer?
That's a good question she brought up. Just
What?
because you have a small contribution to the team, does that not mean you contributed overall to the team? So everybody's not Tom
I asked
Brady out there throwing 5 touchdowns. The person who
Okay.
might be putting all the chin straps on the helmet, that was his job. My job is to put chin straps on helmets. I put chin straps on helmets, my guy. You know what happens when we win the Super Bowl? Because Tom Brady went out there and played exceptional. Threw 8 touchdowns to Mike Evans.
Yeah. Yes.
I get a ring too. Now, it might not
Watch
have
this.
all the diamonds in it. I still get a ring.
I was just going to say, watch this. Also, you keep saying people who have integral parts in the play. The person who makes the person who does all the chin straps.
That's not
he's
integral.
Oh, how's
Nah, it's not
he
integral, bro.
Come on, see what I'm saying? So who plays without a chin strap?
I can put my chin strap
Nobody.
on myself.
Who plays without a chin strap?
The equipment manager can be replaced. He's not like an irreplaceable portion of it. So
But
this is what I'm saying. If
now
Beyonce
you're
doesn't
qualifying it.
if Beyonce, well, I mean, this is what we're talking about. So you want me to just talk about one thing? Okay, what's the one thing you want me to talk about?
No, what I'm saying, I said you're qualifying, and what I said
We're all
was
qualifying everything. You're qualifying
Listen, no.
stuff as well.
When I asked Dominique and asked you, is everybody's portion equal? And she said, no, everybody's portion is not equal.
Everybody's portion
It's
is
not.
not equal.
Exactly.
But everybody
Compare-
contributed to the overall win.
Yeah. So the ring that Steph Curry gets, not the same ring that the person who mops the floor gets. It's not the same ring.
But the person who mops the floor
It's
still
not the
gets
same
a
ring. But
You're
it ain't
right.
the same ring though.
So
But
the
not the same
credit,
ring.
the credit that Beyonce
It's
gets
not
for
the same ring.
the credit that Beyonce gets for the album, of course, it's a bigger accolade and credit to her because she sung the song and she made the song a gold song. Blue Ivy didn't make the song a gold song, but Blue Ivy had a part in making the song a gold song, so she gets credited with the gold album as well. Me as the chin strapper, that sounds like a pause, of the helmets, did not put in the same work that Tom Brady did, and I'm not going to get the same accolade that Tom Brady did, but I do get credited for the win.
Hey, say it again. I don't get the same
I
accolade.
said it the first
as
time.
mine.
If you didn't hear what I said about Beyonce, but you heard what I said about Tom Brady, then you have selective hearing. Because
I'm
I
hearing
literally
you
said the exact same thing, sir.
But
I
you don't
literally
get the
said
same-
the
you
exact
don't-
same thing.
You don't get the same accolade, bro. You
That's
said
what
it.
I just said.
That's what I said from the
You
beginning.
don't get
bro.
the same accolade as Beyonce,
very
but you
beginning,
get the
I
same credit for the gold record. That's what I said.
Nah, but I'm saying that's kind of double talk, bro.
There's
How
not
do
double talk. What do you mean?
I agree with you that she shouldn't get the same accolade. So what I'm saying is, if I'm an artist who has a gold record, if I'm an artist who's trying to get a gold record, at some point, if you're saying that her contribution is gold level, is gold plaque worthy, that her 2 lines on the song was gold plaque worthy. Then over here, like I asked you, Stephanie Mills say, so you saying that her contribution to a record is equal to my contribution to a record? I'm saying she deserves the accolade for doing that. Oh, that's great, you did that. But it's funny style, bro. It's funny style, and it's not just in that instance. Like I said, today it just so happened today. Deion said the same thing, bro. Like you
No,
can't
what
put a
Deion
guy.
Sanders and Richard Sherman said was the Hall of Fame is getting watered down. They're letting people in the Hall of Fame that they believe shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame because they ain't did enough work to be in the Hall of Fame. I do think that speaking about the Hall of Fame is different than speaking about something that is strictly numbers based. The Hall of Fame is more than just numbers based. It's a different argument.
Somewhat, but you know,
It's a different argument.
agree to disagree. Like I said, it's not different because it's basically saying, well, okay, I just whatever. Yeah,
It's a different
I don't
argument.
want to. Okay, I got you. So what you got? What happened to your the guy that you said you were bringing on, man? What's the deal?
He listened to the pod a couple of times and said your co-host argues too much. He didn't want to be a part of turmoil. And I'm not exaggerating either, bro.
I don't want to even insult that guy.
He did.
Why don't you just have him on your own? Okay, man. Man, plug. I don't.
Because, you know what I'm
man.
talking about? I'm loyal to my brother, you know what I'm saying? So I wasn't going to just have him on by my own because I really want to see him argue with you.
You know what, bro?
You because I think sometimes you need someone on the pod from time to time that has the energy to just truly argue with you.
You know, I don't really be arguing, bro. Like, what I'm saying is there are instances.
You be arguing. I saw the same argument online. You had arguments for people who were saying logical. There were people who gave you logical commentary about this whole situation, and you just went on your rant still and argued.
Bruh. There's nothing. There's the logical answer about saying they build. First, when you start talking about generational wealth to somebody that's a billionaire. Hold on, I'm not talking. See you see how you try to belittle my comment, bro. Anyway, like when you start talking about belittle my comment, bro.
Oh, I thought you said.
Oh, there you go. Oh, but anyway,
no, I thought you said blurble. I was like, what is a blurble?
No.
You heard a blurble before, babe?
Belittle. But what I'm saying is, if I'm saying like I said from the get, it's a moral thing, and several people said, yeah, man, people don't care about no morals. Yeah, it's morally funny, but it's about money. Money is the root. It's about money, bro.
I thought
it's
it was about money, bro. You said that billionaires, the money don't care. It don't matter.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is this. I'm not saying that Jay-Z doing it for me. I'm saying the people are okay with it because they're entranced in the money part of it. Oh, it's generational wealth. Oh, give them money. Just that. But I'm saying, like I said, a couple people said it. Like, oh yeah, people don't care about no morality. It's just about getting cheese.
Say, Brad. Say,
people literally go on there, go look and see. People actually said that.
I read the whole transcript. Them people who said it was morally wrong, I don't agree with them. Look, if I'm in position,
okay.
Listen to what I'm saying. If I'm in position to put my kids on, or my niece and nephews on, or my partners on, in any capacity, I'm gonna do it, and it ain't nothing morally wrong with that.
Okay, but I'm what I'm saying is you're not putting them on, man. That's not putting them on. Putting them on the song is not putting them on. That's just doing something, bro. Like I asked
if my partner was Jay-Z and he put me on the song, that ain't put my partner on. Even if it is just doing something, I'm gonna have bread in my pocket regardless if I'm that close with him. And he put me on the song, put me on. Give my partner some shine. Get you a gold platinum record under your belt.
Yeah, that's some bullshit.
Okay.
That's some bullshit. Because like I said, there are people who work hard and they like to get that. So the person who works hard to get that, they have every right in the world to be like some bullshit. Just like if anytime you have a segment of people who are working to get something and somebody can come along and just be like, oh, I'm white, so I can have this. Oh, I'm Jewish, I can have this. Or, oh, I'm this, I can have this. Or, oh, I'm whatever I am. Just because I'm this, I can have this.
That ain't saying.
What's the fucking difference, bro? That's what's the difference? The only reason she getting that accolade because she's Blue Ivy, bro. And I'm
Gotcha.
saying that the
The
person who
only
worked
reason why she's
hard,
getting the accolade is because she's did a song with her mother.
yeah, her mother is Beyonce, and she's Blue Ivy. So because Beyonce's albums do crazy, they put Blue Ivy, it's gonna do big. But what I'm saying is the person. I'm not saying that. Like I said, to me, I should have said weird more than weak because it's kind of weird to me. But like I said, to me, the person who worked their whole life to write an album and got a gold record has every right to be like, nah, you can't. We're not both gold. Our contribution to making a record is not the same. It's not. You deserve it. You got what you got because your parents. Like, we can't take that from you. But what I'm saying is, when we go back, because what happens in history with everything is we go back and we look at things and we don't have that context. Like when I was saying earlier about Jermaine Jackson, to have the context to know that Jermaine Jackson left the group early in the height of the group, and they told him, "Don't leave. You can't do Michael Jackson." So I know what you were saying about him with Jackson 5, but I'm saying because I know the history of what happened, I'm like, when you say
Let me
Jermaine,
ask you a question. Did Jermaine go gold did he go gold on his own?
I think he did. I'm not sure, but I know he had a number one hit though. I know he had a number one hit
So
by himself.
if in 10 years, at 16, she has a platinum hit on her own,
Yeah,
will you
that's
will
solid.
you will you walk back your comments then?
I won't, because that album she did on her own is hers, and she earned that. But this one right here was because of Mama Beyonce, bro.
Gotcha.
I'm but your conversations in the future. I'm talking about the now, and I'm just like, and I'm not saying it like this is something that's eating me up. I can't sleep about it, but I'm saying just as an artist, no, man. As a human being, no, man. Because like I said, in life, you go places and people get things based on some things that don't have nothing to do with nothing. In life, oh man, I'm white, so I deserve this.
Okay.
I ain't worked for it, but I deserve it. That's not cool. So why can somebody else do the same thing?
Okay.
Because you say we all agreed that the contributions aren't the same, aren't equal.
Okay.
But then we said on the backside, we should all get the same. Nah, man.
We should all get the same what?
We should all get the same gold plaque because it's legally, since she did that. But we didn't already said, yeah, but her contribution was minimal. We're gonna give her the nah, man. Like I said, more to the people who worked towards something would have a bigger say so about that.
Gotcha. What you got, sweetie?
Confusion, but that's neither here nor there. I don't know. I'm so lost. I'm so very lost.
I am a little bit, but I get the gist of it.
Dominique, you're an actor, right? Actress.
Sometimes, yes.
You're a thespian.
I am.
I know there's a lot of in thespian acts, there are times when you go to a set and you being a trained actress, you having experience, you might be on set with somebody who, or you've seen sets or heard stories, I don't know, I'm assuming here, but where everybody's not trained or doesn't have a love for the art of,
Right.
and yeah, and some of
It's
them
a
are
hobby
trying to
for
learn.
them. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a hobby. Some trying to learn, some they friends are director or producer, and just put them in there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, those people, if that person who had one line because their friend put them in, it might have been a hot line, but it was one line, and you acted the whole movie. The movie does great, and everybody gets they gold plaques, right?
Right.
When he walks around the house and says, "Yeah, I got the gold plaque," la da da da, you be like, "Yeah, you did. You had a part of the movie. You did something in the movie." But us main characters carried the movie. Not saying that his is lesser, or not saying that his is not valid, because it's valid. He did something, but we're not gonna compare his role to your role.
No, we're not. But every part is needed.
Yeah, but and then when somebody else on
There's
another
no
movie,
small actor. Every part is needed to get the storyline across.
I
Whether
agree.
you are the waitress holding the tray, or the main character with the big line, or whatever it is. Every
Yeah.
part is needed. So he said his part. She held
Yeah.
that tray. She got whatever she got for it. So now
Yeah.
what?
Hey, and I'm saying now in that same scenario, this actress over here who's been actressing for 10 years and just missing that mark, and she gets a gold plaque, and they're at a party, and he's like, I got a gold plaque. Oh, I got one too. Right? And it's true that we both have one, but it's different though. Because my gold plaque that when I got was because I carried a movie, and you got it because you were a piece of a movie. Not saying it's you're less than, but I'm saying it's not the same. Is it the same? I'm saying, like, is it the same? Do you want to be like, oh, I've been acting in 10 movies. I'm featuring in 10 movies, and you said one line in one movie. So obviously, because you got a gold and I didn't, then you're a better actress than me, or actor or actress, or better. You have your accolades. No, it's different. It's different.
Yes, it's different. They will not get the accolades that I got because one, I'm the star. They're just the waitress. So their accolades will not be the same. But they still participated. So they still get credit.
Yeah. I'm not taking no credit.
So what's the big because the homie put them in there? That's the problem?
No,
Most things in entertainment business, you're gonna get there because you know somebody and they put you on. Now we're back to nepotism.
But when they know you,
so it doesn't matter. In the entertainment business,
yeah,
most likely you got put on the song. Oh, my homie can do this. Put him on there.
yeah.
So it go.
Is it good?
Is it good? Don't matter. It doesn't matter whether it's good or not. You get put on because your homie say, oh, my homie can do this. Put him on. It goes gold. You get credit. You in the movie. Oh, my little partner, my daughter, whatever, let's put her in there. She can do this little part. She just saying, hi, daddy. I love you too. Yada, yada, yada.
Yeah.
She gets credit for that. Because why?
I agree she gets credit. I never said she shouldn't get credit.
But you have an issue with the credit. Why?
No, I have an issue with it.
You do have an issue with it. You have a very big issue with it that you're going in circles about the credit.
Not the credit part.
The accolade. Do you have issue with accolade?
I have push with accolade. That's the only part, the accolade part, not the credit. I've never said she shouldn't get credit. I understand that part, but I'm saying the only way to make it make sense, it seems like people say, well, the legality of it is what makes it make sense. That's not what I'm saying. What you're saying is what people keep saying. And I'm saying, yeah, I understand the legalities. We're not, because if we start talking about legalities, then we're not having to talk. We're not talking about the moral issue anymore, because the legality doesn't actually always line up with doesn't line up that way.
So what is the moral issue? Tell me what the moral issue is.
The moral issue is for I ask, morally speaking, when I say, well, did Blue Ivy earn a gold plaque with what she did? Was like, it'd be different if she had like lines in the song, like, like hit a verse, you know what I'm saying? I think it would be different but if it's like blatantly what they're doing, blatantly is just putting her on the song so she can have that credit to what that's in the spirit of
but
what.
Do you know that?
That's what it looked like.
But I do you know that?
I could be
that's
wrong,
right. You could be wrong. So
yeah.
She could have said, I want to say, talk, whatever it is she did, because I ain't listened to the song. She could have really said, this is what I want to do. Okay, baby, you can do it. And then if your daughter come to you right now, daddy, I want to do da-da-da-da-da. All right, baby, you can do it. Aren't you going to say it?
It depends on what you do.
Are you going to tell her, nah, because the people over here later on going to be like, you don't deserve these accolades because you ain't spent 5 years writing this song, this da-da-da-da. Are you going to say, yeah, baby, you can do it?
Yeah, I'm going to say that. I'm definitely going to, if she's a young girl and she says I'm going to get on the song, that's one thing. And there's nothing wrong with, like I said, I don't have a problem with her being on the song. The only thing I'm saying is that when you say,
So
"Oh, she's
when your daughter comes to you, are you gonna
Yeah.
tell her, "Nah, baby, you can't be on this song because I don't want you to get the accolades that I'm gonna get just because I put you on this song"? Because that's what
Not
it's all
well,
boiling down to.
well, no. What I'm saying is
No, no,
this:
answer
it might. I'm about to.
no.
I'm
Answer,
about to.
no, don't,
I'm
no.
about to answer the question.
Okay, answer it.
I was saying I might. It depends on like the song, like right. So, because if she comes to me and says, like, "Daddy, I want to do this song," I could see myself saying like, well,
Darling,
I want you.
darling,
No, I can
sweetie.
be like, what? I definitely tell my daughter, no, you gotta wait to do this. Let's you want to we could talk about it first, not just because you say you want to do it. Yeah, I'm like, well, what you want to do? You want to sing a whole song? You want to sing with daddy and mommy? What you want to do? I might say, well, let's do something like this. Let's go in the studio and make your own song and see how you like it. Make your own song, maybe. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's automatically.
No, because you still ain't answered the question. You're beating
Which
around
one?
the bush. You going all around the mulberry bush. I asked you, sir.
Yeah. Yes.
Your daughter comes to you, Daddy, I want to get on this song and do this part with you. Are you going to tell her no? Because the person over there has spent 5 years working on their album, and you are going to be in the same boat with them, receiving the same accolades, and I can't have you do that. Are you going to tell that to her? Are you going to say, okay, baby, you can get on this album? We ain't talking about what kind of song it is, whatever. Are you going to tell her no because she doesn't deserve the accolades?
Well,
Because
no.
that is the point you keep bringing up.
Who would talk to a 5-year-old like that?
It doesn't matter. That's what you want Beyonce to tell Blue Ivy?
No, I'm just saying.
Yes, it
like,
is.
What I'm saying is this: if she could have been like, "No, this is grown folk stuff," like they told us all the time. "Now this is grown stuff business right now. This is not for kids." We heard that all the time.
I think Dominique, and a part of her question, she said, "It's not all that. It's not kid friendly, and all that is out the window. We're not talking about the context in the song.
No, I'm talking.
We're just
No. I'm
talking
saying
about the song.
Yeah, I'm talking about the song.
So
I'm
everything
saying
that you're adding to it, that ain't the part of the question.
Listen, what I'm saying. You missed. No, I'm saying you can tell your kid when they come to your job, whether it don't have to be dirty or inappropriate. No, this is grown folks doing this. Go sit down right now.
That's not what.
This
That's
is grown
not
folks.
That is no. You are changing.
Tell her.
Everything.
I can tell her no. Can I tell her no about getting on the
Then
song?
just say that you would tell her no.
That's what I was saying.
No. So your answer is no. You would say no. You can't get on the song.
I said there. Yeah, I might tell her no. Yeah.
Not might. You're gonna tell her no because you want Beyonce to tell her daughter no.
Yeah, I've told my daughter no before when she want to do things, and yes, and I think Beyonce told her no.
In this example that was just given, you're in the same shoes as Beyonce Carter. Are you gonna tell your daughter no? It's a yes or no question.
I might.
It's a yes or no question.
Maybe.
But time out. If you're standing on this soapbox saying how if you're standing on this soapbox of morality because Beyonce put her on a song, why would you?
No. That's not what I said, bro. I did not say anything was wrong with her being on a song. I said getting the. You keep talking about telling her no, get on a song. At no point did I say she shouldn't be on a song. I said the accolades she received for the song shouldn't be the same as a gold artist. That's all I said. So why I'm telling her a song?
So the accolades.
Yeah.
She shouldn't receive the same accolades, right? So you want Beyonce to tell her daughter, no, you can't be on a song because you're going to receive the same accolades as I get.
She's only getting the accolades because she's on the song.
Yes. What I'm saying is this: she can be on the song. At no point did I say she shouldn't have a daughter on the song. I never ever said that. What I said was there has to be something. I know, but why I gotta ask? But why I gotta ask her to get off the song? Why do I have to not let her get on the song?
All right, Book. The only reason why we're having this 45-minute long conversation about Blue Ivy and Beyonce is because Blue Ivy was on the song. So if she wasn't on the song, then we wouldn't be having this conversation. So if I'm listening to you correctly, she shouldn't have been on the song.
That's not what I said.
So what is the true issue then? If she's on the song, she's gonna get credited with the gold stamp because it went gold. So the only way for her not to get that is to not be on the song.
Yeah, you're right. We should move on.
I'm asking. I'm truly asking.
But I'm saying, like I said, I asked the question: do you think that her and Stephanie Mills are the same? Do you think that her and West Collar are the same? Do you think that she's the
we
same
know
as?
that they are not the
Yeah.
same.
So,
we know
but
this.
but they have the same accolade.
Hell, it's a bunch of people who get the same accolade who ain't on the same level.
Exactly. And what I'm saying is this.
So
What I'm saying
what's
is
the
this.
difference?
So that's what I'm saying. When MC Hammer goes and gets all that, what's called it, all these rappers come on there like, man, he shouldn't be getting, that's weak, blah, blah, blah. He gets all these accolades, all that's pop, blah, blah, blah. People have a problem with the people who make rap music a certain way or a certain style, and he bastardizes it. They have a way, they feel a way about it. When Spot 'em Got 'em sells 500 records.
No, I don't bring that up because I tried to bring that as an example, and you cut me off.
That's what I'm saying. No, I didn't. What I'm saying, when Spot 'em Got 'em gets his 500, so you telling me that the hip hop head's like, man, that's what's up. I'm getting like, man, they just saying
you're not
anything,
allowed
bro.
to use that example because when I tried to use it, you cut me off, bro. You literally cut me off, my nigga. So you're not allowed to use those analogies because that's the point I was trying to bring up earlier, and you cut me off.
We record this, man. I think that you think me saying when you said I was cutting you off, like I said, we recorded it. I was saying yes, I was agreeing with you, but you said I was cutting you off. So, and I stopped again and said, make your point. And you said you didn't want to, but But yeah, I'm just saying, we can name 100. I can name 100 different examples of people getting accolades for work they've done, and people been like, "Ah, well, man, And that's not, I'm not saying that she shouldn't be on the song. I'm just saying that people who do it a certain way and have strived to get a certain thing are gonna feel a type of way because it's like it makes it seem like it ain't what it is. Because it's like any other award, if you give
So
a
let me
award,
ask you, when Angelina Jolie did Maleficent. How you say that, Dominic? Maleficent.
Mhm.
Whatever awards that movie made,
yeah,
should her daughter get any of the accolades as well, or let's say the movie got Best Picture, and you get a gold plaque for Best Picture.
Yeah.
Should her daughter get a gold plaque for her role in Best Picture?
In
Maleficent, yes.
Maleficent. She was in the movie?
Yes,
she was in the movie.
And she had a major role in it? Or
it doesn't matter what role, she was in the movie. So should she get the same credit for that award they won, that I don't know, the
Best Picture of the Year.
It was Best Picture of the Year. She's gonna get the same Best Picture of a year of award year winning stamp on her IMDb that the co-star of the movie got because she was a part of it. Do you think that's morally wrong?
It's kind of tough, man. I mean, I'm saying that if she had a scene where she walked,
let me say. With that being said, if I was in the movie as just one of the elves, and I ran across the screen and was like, ah, and Maleficent turned me into a tree.
And that was it.
Mm-hmm. I'm still going to get the same. I can still put on my IMDb cast member, actor, role, goblin in Maleficent. Boom. Best Picture of the Year. That's all going to be in my credentials.
You're 100% right, sir.
Is that a problem?
Okay, listen. You're 100% right, sir. It's not. Let's take that out of it. Maybe we take the element out of it, then we can have a conversation. There's no problem here. There's no problem.
No, there's a problem. You clearly have a problem.
No, it's not. See what I'm saying? You don't want to hear what I'm saying. You want to say how
What happened?
He's gone. He went away.
That happens sometimes. Sometimes Boogie's equipment malfunctions. Usually, sweetie, his equipment always seems to malfunction when he is on some bullshit. And I had you on a pod. I really wanted to have some conversations about acting, your actor skills or actress skills.
Mm-hmm.
and some other things.
Right.
And Boogie turned, and I knew this was gonna happen because I saw his rant on Facebook. He turned this into a hour, I'm not gonna say hour, 40-minute conversation about how he has an issue with Blue Ivy getting credited a gold album. But see, his hatred for his hate-filled speech against Beyonce started long before this. It started a couple of weeks ago with the whole Khalees thing. He was mad at Beyonce over Khalees.
Oh, I remember. This.
Yeah, then now he got mad at Beyonce because Blue Ivy was on the song.
I don't care about Beyonce that much to care about that her daughter
I don't either.
is on the song. I have not listened.
I thought it was actually
the
cool.
album.
I didn't listen to it. I'm not, but I thought it was cool. I'm like,
I mean, a lot of singers put their kids on albums.
Man,
it's what you do.
You should do it. I mean, I would think it should happen.
If my mama was a singer, I want her to put me on the song.
100%. You know, I'm surprised that it took this long. To be honest with you, I feel like she was on the song before though.
Wait, first of all, Blue Ivy is way more than 5. She's probably like 10 now.
You know,
I'm just saying.
I don't get in these back. See, when he gets on his soapbox, I just let him rant, because if I correct him, it's gonna turn into a whole nother argument. And so I try to not argue with my co-host. But
I've heard these not arguments with your co-host.
Well, I stopped calling him a BAN because he told me it hurt his feelings.
You shouldn't do those things, Aaron. It's not nice.
But yeah, and let me see. I'm pretty sure Blue Ivy is older than 5 because
no doubt about it.
She be courtside at the games with like a stunner chain on or something. And this is the thing. Like I don't know. It gets weird because he wants to make a point. Oh, I have a message.
Exactly. She's 10.
Back.
Guess who's back?
Yeah, he's back. I mean, you know what I'm saying? She might have a drill album coming out next month. Who knows? This might be the debut. You know what I'm saying? This might be her debut album. And she might she might be getting ready to hop on the scene with a gangster lean. Oh, he closed on an accident. You know what I'm saying?
Don't do that.
Yeah, I think he closed on purpose because, it was getting too hot in the kitchen. You know what I'm saying?
Well, hopefully, once he joins us again, we can move on to other conversations because my bedtime. Oh, wow. Would you look at that?
It's Young James Boogie again. All right. Where is he at? Let me add him to the screen.
Good shit. Whatever happened to good shit. I don't know. But anyway,
say, man. All right. Hey, fuck Blue Ivy and Beyonce.
I said the game album. I said the game. Have you heard the game album?
Beyonce. Huh?
I have no problem with Beyonce. That's what I was saying.
You do. You really do.
That's what I was saying.
No, we're not talking about it no more. Hey, man.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
No, I'm going to talk about it no more.
That's what you do, man.
Thank you. So
let me close it out, bro.
No, man. The karma closed it out for us. The forces.
No, man.
The forces of
don't let me. Let me say what I was going to say. That's what I'm going to say.
The forces of love.
Hold up, man.
And creation.
Let me say what I'm going to say, bro.
Depending on who you believe in, depending on.
Just let me say what I was going to say,
higher
man.
Power
Please, sir.
That you believe in. It could be
because
Allah,
you are a narrative writer, bro.
It could
You're writing narrative.
It could be Jesus Christ of Nazareth. It could
like
be
I was say.
Buddha. It could be you could worship a dragon god. You could worship the earth. You could be a 5%er. You know what I'm saying? You could want to build instead of destroy. But what
All right,
we
can I
but
can
what
I
we
say
should
my
do,
last statement, my last sentence,
but
bro? Please.
whatever you
Can I please
believe
say?
in,
See, this is how we
the
get down. This is how
karma
we get down.
the karma
This is how we get down,
of
man.
the environment. Something flowed through the cosmos and it entered your computer. And your
Like I was gonna say,
computer
that
and
was me trying to
your
fix something,
computer
man.
listen, I'm preaching. Preach, son. And then the computer, there was something in the cosmos with the electricity and your third eye being closed, and it said, "Hey, JB Fingers,
Man,
hit delete so we can stop
let
talking
me.
about this." Because we
I'm
do
not talking
not
about that.
we
Let me
do
say what I
not
gotta
want to
say,
hear what you
man.
want to have to say in closing. We
No,
do
man.
not.
Let me say what I gotta say,
We
man. Let me say what I
100%
gotta
do
say,
not want you to say what you want to say.
Bruh. So how do you know I'm gonna say it, bro?
100% we don't.
What am I say? What am I say? What am I
I
say?
don't know what it is, but we don't.
Okay, then just man, look.
If it's
Let me say
about
what
the
I gotta say.
subject that
No, let me
we
say what
just
I gotta
talked
say,
about
bro.
for 40
Just
minutes,
let
we
me
don't
say what I
want to
gotta say
hear
so
it.
we can move on, man.
If
Can we
it's
move on?
about the
No, man, but
subject,
you can't dictate my
I didn't
words, bro.
dictate it, Boog. The
Yes, you are. I
cosmos
said, let
did.
me say what I gotta say, and we
The
can move on.
cosmos
Oh my
Let
dictated
God.
it.
me say,
Who let him say what he
see,
got to say, Jesus, so we can
thank
move
you,
on?
man.
Please,
Thank you,
Lord.
bro. Thank you, man. Thank you. Let me say what I can say, man. There's no problem anywhere, bro. These are just opinions on these are lighthearted opinions, and it's never a problem, bro. There's never a problem. It's
It's
never
always
ever
a
a
problem.
problem. See what I'm saying?
I ain't saying that.
Now I would, man, even if it's not lighthearted, it's still not a problem, bro. It's just an opinion. I can have an opinion about something and
Yes, you
feel some way
can.
about something,
Yes,
and
you can.
and I can move all the way off of that. I'm not stuck in that space. But
Okay.
moving on, have you heard the Game album, Dub, man?
I don't want to talk about the game.
See what I'm saying, bro? Come on, no. See, you're talking about me, and you gave me a speech about this, and you were like, man,
Well, I gotta talk about we just talked about music for 40 minutes. I don't want to. Okay, I haven't heard the full Game album. I've been kind of busy at work, and I haven't had time to hit play. To be honest with you.
okay, nothing I can say, bro. You haven't heard it, so we have to.
But tell
Just
me your
wait till next time.
commentary on it. I would love to hear your take because I've heard some wild commentary out there about it, and I don't know if I agree with it. Matter of fact, since we were talking about Facebook beefs, I saw you had some commentary from someone that we all know that actually said something negative about the brother Game. So speak on it, King.
Oh no, it's like just like the conversation we had earlier. Sometimes people say things because they feel like they have a feeling about it, and this is how I feel about it. But the actuality of what really happened and the documentation doesn't match up with what people say. You know what I'm saying? Like people will say, "Oh man, this happened, this happened like that." Like that didn't even happen like that. This man was finna be on Bad Boy. This man was finna be on Death Row before he even seen Dre, right? 50 Cent did this. That. No, 50 Cent didn't do that, man.
What was the
50 Cent
exact
wrote some.
commentary he said though?
He was just saying some false commentary about Game was not even the hottest in the West, and he only got on because 50 Cent wrote six songs for him or whatever. He only sold 5 million one time. I'm like, this man got 3 #1 albums. You know what I'm saying? This man there was a bidding war for Game before he even got to Dre. You know what I'm saying? It was Bad Boy, Death Row, and I think it was Atlantic bidding for Game before he even got to Dre. So it's like, but people have revisionist history.
I think his
And they be
exact
like,
words were he was a cornball, and he said he was a cornball because of his antics when dropping an album. But I thought all of this stuff is marketing ploys. A lot of people have a rollout, so I don't know why you call him a cornball because the man had a rollout.
I don't think it's a rollout. I think that certain art, like, I think that sometimes we attach, it's a business, right? And I understand it's a business, but if you think about it, this is not something new. Like this, it's never been a time when he hasn't done something like this. So if you want to call it a rollout, that's fair. But I just think it's like it's true to his character. You know what I'm saying? It's not like it's brand new, and like he ain't said it before. He just said his degree.
This guy says it's a rollout. It don't mean it's brand new. This is what Game does when he's getting ready to put an album out.
That's what he done his whole career.
Yeah,
so I mean, I guess I'm saying like
I don't think he's a cornball.
Before the album, he did this though. Before he put any album out, when he was the mixtape king.
Yeah, it's just his thing. A lot of times before Game had a project drop and he would stir up some controversy. It at one point it was his fist against 40 Glock's face, and then he got a single coming out or a song. Now it could have been coincidental. He could have knocked 40 Glock out, and then was like, "Damn, let me go drop this hot rock." Boom, drop it, and then you got a mixtape, and most of it is about how he knocked niggas out.
I ain't gonna lie, I don't think that serious events happen like that, but
I was
trying to
just
think,
giving a small example. So
okay, yeah.
That's all it was. Example purposes.
Yeah. I want listeners to know that that's not how those events happened. But
no, two things are true. He did knock 40 Glock out.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did both those things.
It just was ongoing beef, and like I said, it could have been coincidental that he happened to knock 40 Glock out and have a 40 Glock this song on his album that came out. But I mean, he was beefing with 40 Glock and others all through his career. So
Yeah. But yeah.
It's the same thing with Kanye. When Kanye, part of his rollout is he creates some controversy before he finna sell us something. He been doing it his whole career. I ain't got no issue with it because I like Kanye. I ain't gonna call him a cornball for it. The Kardashians do the same thing too. Everybody does the shit.
See, I think the model of business in America forces us to speak about things sometimes a certain way. This is not a commentary on you. This is just people in general. Like, we speak about things in a certain way because we live in a capitalistic society. So money, assets, these things are important. These things are so important that we start talking we make people and events assets and things sometimes, and it to me it's just interesting. You know what I'm saying? Like what you're saying, like you say, like your vision of it is like, oh, every time you do an album, you do this, and then my vision of it is like, well, that's what he always do, whether he drop an album or not. So it's not nobody's right or wrong. It's just perspectives of it, and that's, to me, sometimes I feel like some of the things people do gets marginalized or maximized or compartmentalized because of the way we look at things as a society. In this society, I mean.
Most time when The Rock is on talk shows, a movie is about to drop. Outside of that, what The Rock does on a daily basis is post motivational videos and workout videos. Mm-hmm. But when him and Kevin Hart are about to drop a movie, they go on an interview run. It's a form of a rollout. I mean, same thing when he's popping up as Black Adam everywhere. It's just a part of a rollout. That's all. I mean, two things can be true. Game or Kanye, for example, purposes only, I'll use Kanye. His business is selling us sneakers. So he's always going to sell us sneakers and clothes and drop music because those are fashion, and music is his business. So he's always constantly doing that. Mm-hmm. But it's also true that sometimes when Kanye is about to sell us something, some controversy pops up. Not every time, but sometimes it happens. And it's cool. I get it. Happens a lot.
I'm like, once again, I said, it's just a way of seeing things. Like, who's to know which one it is? How can we 100% say? No one. Yeah, exactly.
Knows. Yeah, no.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm like, it's a perspective. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that mine is right, yours is wrong, or that mine is more. But I'm just saying it's a perspective that we both have. Because I'm thinking about other people who do things, and like Erykah Badu is always weird, whether she dropped an album or not.
Yeah, now that's true, but the difference would be if she start doing some extra shit, like she start having witching pop-up shops.
But I'm saying anyway, that's what I'm saying. She do that anyway. Yeah,
anyway. But she do get a little extra when she trying to sell us her candles that smell like a pussy.
What?
Yeah, she did that once, right?
Yeah, no album dropped after that either.
Well, no, because the album wasn't the product; the candles were.
I mean, and that's what I'm saying. Like, you have to assume that. I mean, it's a lot of assumptions in there. Not on we as people end up having to assume and guess, what is this? What is that? Is this that person? Is this like, I might have the idea, man. I want to sell my toenails, and but somebody might buy them. You know what I'm saying?
But for you to sell your toenails, you're gonna do some sort of promo, right? Like,
no, but I'm saying,
like Boogie might always, walk outside barefoot, but he might start, posting some videos with his little toesies in grass. And he's like, yeah, toes in the grass. And have like some
Yeah.
little sexy music behind it, pause. And then, niggas like, damn, I know Boog be walking around outside in the grass when he tell us his little motivational quotes. But for some reason, the last 2 weeks, man, he just been showing none but his toesies in the grass. And then, like in like a month, you pop up toenails by Boog. And like,
You-
damn, let me go buy them shits, bro. Well, I wouldn't. The females would. They'd be like, oh my God,
No.
Think there's
toesies by
any-
Boog.
No.
Let me go buy the toenails. I don't know what
Oh,
to do. I'm
no.
gonna use them as an accessory. You know what I'm saying?
Miss Dominique,
No.
you said no?
No.
Do you think that there are any products that grow organically, like that have gotten organic, pushes, and like, oh, I saw, or is it do you think that like 95% of the products are product placed and people have rollouts and all that kind of
Yes.
stuff?
Yes.
I think some things have grown organically. There are some products that have taken off organically. And I think those products that take off organically
Mhm.
might be things that don't need the propaganda. They're everyday uses. There are in there, I think a lot of the things that we buy is hype and product placement.
Mhm. Yeah, I mean, it depends. It depends on the circle that you run with, or that you involve yourself with. Not going to game, but that's kind of the conversation that we were having about game. Me and the other guy was like, his perspective was like, oh, game was a product of 50 Cent and this, that, and the other, and I was like, nah, he organically did what he was doing and bubbled. You know what I'm saying? That's the lie and the dream of hip hop, is to organically grow. Like I do mixtapes. I get big in my hood. Somebody hears me and they put me on the radio. The streets love me, and then that's they always say the streets love me. The streets love me. To this day, that's still a thing.
See,
about being organic.
I don't think that game is a product of 50. I
Yeah.
think Yayo is a product of 50. I think Banks is a product of 50. Game isn't a product of 50. I think game, like we know, there's no think. It's proven the game can stand on his own too, outside of 50 in that G Unit element, as well as Young Buck.
Yeah.
Now, I wouldn't say that game didn't capitalize off of that association.
Mhm.
I mean, at 50 was hot. So I don't care who you were. If you was attached to that G Unit and that 50 Cent stamp, then you were going to gain some success just off of that wave alone. The difference is Game also had enough talent to stand alone from that wave and actually go up against it and survive and go toe to toe with them.
Do you think 50 was?
Go ahead.
Do you think 50 was organic? Sorry to cut you off, but do you think 50 is organic?
Nah, I don't think any. I don't think any artist is organic. And let me elaborate some more. You can be a great talent. Take somebody like Whitney Houston was a great talent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She was a great fucking talent.
Okay.
50 Cent, great talent. Eminem, great talent. Snoop, great
Yeah.
talent.
Yeah.
They all needed some sort of stamp or cosign to get in the game. So 50 was rapping before he signed with Jimmy Iovine and Eminem and Dre and all of that.
Okay, hold up.
No,
I'm
let
gonna
me
stop right
finish
there. Okay.
All right, go ahead. You stop me, so go ahead.
I want to ask you, to get to Jimmy Iovine, how did he get there?
Oh no, he had to be heard. That's what I'm saying. So someone heard the music.
But how?
However you hear the music, he got passed to you by somebody. He was able to get in front of you and hand you his music.
So you don't think it was him punishing the mixtapes? You think it was somebody? You think it was a handoff? It wasn't his. He wasn't organically growing to the point where, hey, I mean, that's the story they tell. You know,
no,
what I'm
you can
saying? And I know-
organically grow, but the right person has to get that. The right person can get your music, and all they have to do is put a stamp on it, and boom, And when I say that stamp can be anything. That stamp can be more money behind your project to get it to the masses. You know what I'm saying? You can be a fire MC if you don't have the avenue to get your music past a certain point.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? You might not be heard. You might not be heard from coast to coast. But if I organically have grown an audience, let's say in my town, and I'm hot as fish grease,
Yeah.
and fucking Jim Jones just might happen to be in my city going to the fish market, and he hear my
Okay.
music in a car, and the nigga
Alright.
at the red light, and he like, "Hey, bro, who is that?" And then they tell me,
Yeah.
"Oh man, that's Boogie from Third Board." You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
they hand me your flyer, or they say, "Hey, that's his SoundCloud." And Jimmy go listen to your SoundCloud and be like, "Hey man, this nigga fire." And he hand walk your shit to Rock Nation, and boom, you get
Yeah.
that stamp and you blow up.
All right. Who stamped Master P?
I know he was out there in the West doing this thing.
Not really. But keep going.
He wasn't out there on the West Coast doing his thing?
Mm-mm.
He wasn't in
He was
Oakland doing his thing?
No, he was in Richmond.
Master P
actually.
wasn't in Oakland doing his thing?
No, he's in Richmond. He was in
Oakland,
Richmond.
Richmond, all that shit. He wasn't on the West Coast doing his thing?
He was in Richmond, had a record store.
So he has no ties to the Bay.
He had a record store in Richmond.
Where's Richmond at?
It's 30 miles, I think, north of Oakland. It's like
Wouldn't that be
Conroe.
ties to the Bay?
You mean ties as far as musically?
Yeah.
He had I said he had a record store.
I don't know. I might be wrong. It is.
I'm just saying he had a record store. You asked me. You said he had ties. I said he had a record store in Richmond. What am I supposed to say?
You're right. I don't know. I don't know what you're supposed to say.
I'm
not
saying,
trying to tell you what to say.
Who stamped?
It's just that you were making it sound like that didn't do anything that wasn't a part of his growth.
I think
he had ties to the Bay, so his music was growing in the Bay. He had ties to New Orleans, and he came back and continued to grow his music empire.
Who stamped him? I asked you.
I don't know who stamped him. I didn't say every artist had to have a stamp.
I didn't say you did. I was inquiring.
I don't know who stamped Master
You knew
P.
I didn't. Okay.
So who stamped him? I don't know. So who stamped
nobody.
him?
Nobody.
Okay then. So why you didn't say that?
Who stamped Space?
I guess Jay Prince did.
No, I'm really just thinking to myself, like, because I mean, you're what you're saying, it makes sense. I'm just trying to think in my head. I'm like, okay, do you need a cosign in hip hop? And I know you do, but then do you? But then again, like, so now you start thinking about different people's, journeys, different people's, processes. And like, yes, like people like Game kind of got stamped with 50 Cent. You know what I'm saying? Nas with Large Professor and those guys, but the Wu kind of stamped themselves. You know what I'm saying? Rough Riders kind of stamped themselves. Then again, you have your, I think, I don't know. That's a great conversation to have one day. Who stamped or who stamped Rick Ross?
I did, nigga.
I don't know, cause
Jay-Z.
Us and Rick Ross was in the same line in the All-Star game trying to get our music played. The only difference was he had a machine behind him that walked him through the door, and we was just standing there. None of us knew who the fuck he was, cause when he walked up to us and gave us his CD, first thing I said was, "Who this little short nigga with this shirt on to say Rick Ross? Who this nigga?" He was like, "Oh, what's up, man? Hey, check my music out, bro." He didn't even have like the boss. He had a boss. You know what I'm saying? He was just, "Hey, what's up, man? I'm Ross, man. Check my mixtape out." And he went in there and he had the conversation, bro. And I still didn't know who the nigga was. And then 2 weeks later, all you heard was that every day I'm every. And I'm like, Jesus.
Know how he got on?
Who is this? And then it was Rick Ross.
You know how he got on?
I don't know.
Nepotism, man.
Shit. Well, I tell you what, I wish we had that nepotism that week when we was in that line and got that same stamp. Cause then shit, you would be on your you will probably be on your second release because
Man, why
Boogie
you?
because Boogie with too much money gonna do something stupid to get locked up. One of our other brothers, he would be coming out of rehab again. One of our other brothers, he probably would have his head on a little straight, and I'll probably be filing for my third bankruptcy, or whatever I tried to do, it popped, and I got at least 5 Cubans on. So
When's the last time you went outside and thought wear, Dub?
You thought what?
And thought wear and male thought wear.
Nah, but I'm glad you. I don't because I'm married. But I'm glad you brought that up. though.
Hold on, you ain't went out in male thought wear lately. You ain't put the white
Dominique,
t-shirt
What
on.
is
with
the
chain?
male
What is
thought
male
wear?
thought wear?
What is the male thought wear?
I'm gonna tell you what male thought wear is. Okay, the common male thought wear would be a baseball cap, white or black tee, chain, blue jeans, Jordans. If
And
you
that
put
ain't
that
male
outfit,
thought wear no more, bro. That's just regular dressing now.
nah,
That
bro.
ain't
If you
male
go
thought
somewhere,
wear, bro.
No,
if you, I hate.
the male thought wear is gray sweats.
Oh, so you
Gray
talking about
sweats.
So you talking about the
That's thought
super
wear.
thought. You talking about
That's-
No,
super
that's
thought.
thought wear,
I'm talking
bro.
about
That's thought.
Let's stop wear. Gray
so
sweats
when
or now
The hoochie daddy
the
shorts.
hoochie daddy shorts, having your thighs out. That's
Maybe you
thought
wear
wear
them,
now.
don't you? I
Yeah,
know
you know he
do.
wear. You
I
know
he
he
wear
wear hoochie daddies.
Bro, I wear her shit, man. Both of y'all, man. Look here, man.
Because he a male thought. You know what I'm saying?
See what I'm saying?
But I
The
don't supposed to say
narrative,
that because
man.
then he gonna say I'm creating the narrative, and then he gonna have to explain some shit, and it's just
No,
jokes.
it's not
but-
that, man. It's always no jokes when it's me. When it's on me, it's just jokes. When I say something about you, what you mean, Zuko?
Yeah,
Anyway,
because you're a cruel guy, bro.
I'm the cruel one.
Yeah, you're really a cruel guy, bro.
Nobody's
Your
ever,
intent is to harm, bro.
nobody's ever said that about me in life.
Shit, what? Oh, but I'm glad you brought it up, bro, man. Hey, man, you know what? I fucks with Bobby Shmurda, bro. And
You
I
heard the
saw a
album?
video. I know, but I just saw a video today. What was it called, Dominique?
Hoochie daddy.
Yeah, Hoochie Daddy.
But,
It ain't nothing but the Hoochie Daddy. Bro, you ain't see that video? Where he out there jigging in Hoochie Daddy shorts, him and Dan Rue, and a bunch
I'm
of
telling you.
thoughts. And
I'm
they
telling
went,
you,
hey, and let me
bro.
tell you, bro, the video vixen is new now because those were some little chunky video vixens, bro.
I'm just saying that, man. This Bobby Shmurda, man. That's a different. Just take the Shmurda off, man. You can't associate Shmurda with what he be doing, man.
I don't think he wanted associated with him anymore, bro. Literally.
That's what he called himself, bro.
No, he did. I mean, he's still gonna stick with the Bobby Shmurda because the name gets, is selling the album. But he straight up told you, I can go dance and do whatever I want. I ain't trying to make no more drill music, bro. That
But he
man,
still does make drill. He still, it's like happy
it's-
drill music,
that's
though.
what I'm saying. He said he don't want to make the violent drill music no more, bro. He said he don't want to talk about all that no more, and I don't blame him. That man said he gonna stay free.
Oh no, I'm still on. I'm still with the telling. I think, man. I think I'm with the telling. I think I'm
The
with
telling, what you mean?
Like, I think I'm with the telling, man. I'm thinking like if something happened and they be like, you got to do 20 years. You got to tell on these dudes, man.
You telling.
Did I do it?
You should,
I
because
ain't-
you're a civilian. You don't live a lifestyle, bro. We L7s, we squares. Don't do no dirt with me and no crime around me. If I ain't
I'm
involved
telling.
in it, like if I am not involved in the plot,
Mhm.
don't put me in it. Don't get in my car with a bunch of drugs on you, and I'm not involved in the plot. Like I'm not
Exactly.
involved in us trafficking the drugs. Now, if I'm involved in us trafficking the drugs and I'm cool with it, I'm like, cool. Let's take these bricks, all white bricks, and let's traffic them. If we get pulled over, I ain't saying shit.
But that ain't how they do though, because like what they do is when they pull you over, and they be like, okay, man, he got 2 priors, so you can take the case and get 5 years. You can take the case and both of y'all get 5 years, or he can take the case and you can go home.
If all 5 of us in the car, everybody shut the fuck up.
Yeah, but they gonna start putting up. They don't. I mean, if it was that easy, man.
Well,
I
I
mean,
mean, if
it
you
kinda is
listen,
that
if
easy,
you
but
listen
then
to
it's
the
not.
criminals, it's that easy. And then I be watching the first 48. Half the time they ain't got no case until the one nigga start telling on the other nigga because they brought him McDonald's. What I'm saying is this though: don't involve me in no schemes if I don't know about it. Like if you want to traffic drugs and I'm the driver, you need to tell me once we get into the house on a secure platform. Hey man, we got these bricks. Let's transport them. This your cut, and then I can say yay or no. And then if I say no,
car, man.
huh?
Like I'll be like, I use my car, and they say, I'm like, man, they stole it.
Nah. Either yay or no, because then I'm gonna put theft on my partner too. But what I will say,
man.
Nah, nigga. But if I'm not with none of the schemes, nah, bro. I don't want no part to the schemes, and you know that. Don't get in my car with this bullshit, and then we get pulled over, and then that shit be on the floor, and then you like, I don't know. I'm like, nah, what the fuck you mean you don't know, nigga? I know. It wasn't me. It was you. I got a dash cam right here. Mr. Officer, let's pull the footage.
You know how many people be free if you can pull the footage, man?
I know who gonna be free when you pull the footage in my car if you do some fuck shit. It's
I
gonna
always
be
wonder
me.
that, man. It'd be like, man, it be footage, man. They can find all kind of stuff, man. I didn't watch one too many spy movies, man. They can pull all kind of footage. It'd be like, man,
It's always footage. They just pick and choose
man.
who they would have sold the footage for.
Exactly, man. That's why I don't do the crimes,
You're not
man.
the one.
But if you get in my car with the fuck shit, I'm pulling the footage out.
Man, they ain't. Psh.
While I'm in handcuffs, hey, Mr. Officer, pull that dash cam and play it back 10 minutes. You'll see the culprit.
What y'all think about Lil Bootsy, man?
Lil Bootsy or Lil Boosie?
Yeah, Lil Bootsy.
Lil Boosie badass.
He's badass.
I don't think nothing about him outside of he's a very entertaining young man.
I feel like he be doing some childish stuff, man.
He probably do. He's very funny. But what do you think his childish he be doing? Give me one example, just one.
He got pulled over in Atlanta.
Oh, I saw that. That was fucking funny, bro.
That was childish, man. That was childish.
It was funny though, bro. Because he was all the way wrong. He should have just shut the fuck up.
That's what I'm saying, man. It's childish, bro. It's like, man, like it's one thing to be mad and say what you gotta say, but I'm gonna spit on them hoes. I'm like, damn, man, you kind of like you tripping, bro.
He might be
tripping,
tripping, but it was very entertaining and
Tripping,
funny, bro. And he clearly didn't spit on them hoes. He was just
he
mad
didn't.
and ranting, bro.
Yeah, man. That's what I'm saying, man. I don't know. That's crazy. That's crazy. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of wild. Very wild, actually. Like, you can say anything you want to, man, and it's okay.
I mean,
sometimes.
I mean, you know.
It's wild. I mean, I'm not
gonna judge him because I've been a victim of being too emotional before, so I get it. I don't think it's right all the time. Maybe that's how I feel, bro. Maybe he was like, God damn, you niggas be waiting outside my street to pull me over.
Yeah.
But in the same breath, you know what I'm talking about? Boosie be riding around with the windows up, blowing the whole stick. So, pause. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't be mad. Like, I'm not finna ride around the streets and I never understood that. I'm not finna just ride in chief, bro. Like, I'm just asking for some bullshit.
Pretty much.
So I can't get mad when I get pulled over and go off on the cops. I get pulled over because they smell the dope, and I'm smoking the dope. I got the dope in the ashtray. I can't even say nothing. I'm just, what's up, Mr. Officer? What we doing? What you need?
What you need me to do, man? So I can go home. You can go home.
Yeah.
Because if I don't go home, you ain't going home. So.
But no, we won't go home. He will, but you know,
start going crazy. If I ain't going home, then you might as well go ahead and call SWAT team. I'm gonna shoot these beat. That's some Boosie right there. I'll shoot the door. I'll shoot everybody. Boosie bad.
I don't think he threatened to shoot the police. He just threatened to spit on them.
Nah. He said to spit on the nurses, man. Like, dang. Like, why would you pick the nurses out, bro? Why would you say that, man? That's just wild to even say, man. Like, you ain't say I'm gonna spit on all them hoes.
I 100% said some crazy shit before in my life.
I'm sure.
Yeah. It's actually kind of therapeutic, to be honest with you. Actually, sometimes when I go on a rant, I feel so much better afterwards, bro. Like, I feel like I got something out of my system.
I think I'm gonna make a silent voice out loud now, but I'm not gonna rant about anything negative for the next 3 months.
But negative is your perception of it, though. It might not be negative to you. You might rant. And your rant might not be negative to you. It could be negative to someone else.
I don't even be ranting, really. I'll just be saying, like, sentences. People go bum crazy. I'll be like, man, I said one sentence, bro. I said one sentence. I'm not talking about you. I'm just talking about on my social sometimes.
I do think from time to time, and I know you hate to, from time to time, you be trolling, bro.
I think trolling is a nuanced word though, so you might be
A
right.
little bit though. Do you think you do it a little bit? A little bit, maybe a little bit. Like, do you sometimes
I think-
think? All right, let me ask you a question. Sometimes when you'll post something, before you post it, like when you have the thought to post it, do you sometimes think like, man, I might get under their skin with this one?
Not even for a second, bro. Because
Oh,
I don't be
man.
caring that much, bro. I don't care that much. I really don't care that much, man. Like I said, when I was trying to tell you earlier, like, there's nothing wrong about this to me. It's nothing right or wrong. I don't care that much, bro. There's way bigger issues in my life than Beyonce and what's called it. I can deep dive on it to pass the time, and I could be passionate about it, but it's not I'm not losing sleep over that, bro. Like, they got bread, bro, and she gonna get bread regardless whether she get the whatever. I'm just looking at it from a different vantage
I
point.
don't know how much energy I spend on something I truly don't care about though.
We do it all the time, man. I mean, when I say I don't care, I mean I'm saying like
I think there
care
are
about.
aspects of I think there are aspects of everything that you might post or have a conversation about. I think if it's important enough to capture your attention, I think you have some care about the subject matter.
No,
Okay.
I'm saying What I'm saying no. I don't care about the subject matter in particular. I care about the reaction or the mindset that comes from like these are different perspectives. That's what I'm like. I'm like, to be candid, to be honest, like I don't care. Like I'm not typing thinking what I'm just typing. This is what I thought at this second about this thing. Boom, right? And so now after that, all I'm trying to hear is perspectives. That's all I'm trying to hear.
Like
Perspectives.
if I type, hey, so y'all really gonna let your boy take the nuke codes home? I
Yeah.
care about the security threat of the nukes being removed and taken into someone's home. And I
Yeah.
also do care about the mindset of if people care or not.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
So
what
I
I'm saying
care
is,
about the subject. I actually have some sort of stock of care inside the subject matter in which I'm bringing up for discussion.
I mean, that's how. Yeah, I can say that's how you feel. Yeah, but for me, I'm like, of course, what the amount of care? Because do I think I can do anything about him having new codes? No. Like certain things, like yeah, I might have a care or I might have but I do realize that some of these things, the majority of things, I don't have direct control over what the outcome is. So for me, I can't care too much. I can't I can't make the outcome change of X, Y, Z, no matter what I do. So it's if when I say Obama or Trump or what you call it or whatever I say, yeah, I care about the situation, but my reality knows that I've never had a conversation with Obama or Beyonce or whatever or any of these people. So I know that my thoughts are not going to have an outcome, a displacing outcome on what happens. I can't change that. So like I said, I'm more concerned or more looking to see, well, how do other people view this? This is how I view it. How do you view it? Oh, like that? Or we can agree, disagree. I can, if you saying this is like if somebody said this is my reason, 50 Cent wrote these songs. Oh well, okay, what you mean wrote the song? He wrote the hooks. So do you think that's the most important part of the song? Yeah, man, rest don't matter. Okay, well you like hooks. I like lyrics. So the hook could be trash to me sometimes, but if the lyrics tight, so we have different perspectives. So now I understand next time we talk about XYZ, his perspective or her perspective is this. So we can't even talk about hooks no more. Or we talk about songs differently. He talks about the hook, I talk about the song. Not that I'm right, he's wrong, or she's right, I'm wrong. Just that we have different perspectives. But you have to be able to. Well, not you have to, but I have to be able to understand the perspective they're coming from, in order to be able to know, oh, this is how they feel about that.
Gotcha. Miss Dominique, you have something in closing?
It's past my bedtime.
Oh man, Young James Boogie, you got something in closing? Is it past your bedtime as well?
No, it's a night off.
I gotta get up and early though. What I was say, man, I'm a cold brother, man. I don't know, man. You said some things to me about what I can do with a basketball. Like, every day I feel like I'm getting better, bro. I'm getting better and better every day, man. Like, if I'd have known what I know then, man, might be in the league somewhere. You know what I'm saying? This age got me though. The age, man.
How old are you?
I'm in my 40s.
That's so.
I'm in my 40s.
And what's the age in the 40s?
I'm over 41. I'm over 41. I'm old enough to be like listening to people talk about the 90s, like man, back in 90s, you know. So I'm like, dang.
Now,
I had a
see,
young
He
man.
never answered
if I took
questions.
his approach, sweetie, I would say, see, you ain't answered the question. I asked you a question and you ain't answered. That's what he'd do.
He never answers.
He
the
never
question.
does
I
answer
did,
questions.
man. I've
He
answered that
truly
question
never
100 times.
he truly never does answer questions.
I had a young man with me on Saturday.
He
right?
said, I answered a question 100 times. But how many times have you asked it, sweetie?
Couple.
Right. Did you
I had a young
did
man.
you-
I had a
did
young
you
man
ever
with me
get
on
an- Did you
Saturday.
ever get an answer, sweetie?
No, I've
So I said I gave an answer. I didn't give you a direct answer, but I gave you an answer. Now, come on now.
Oh, so
I'm
it's
over
cool.
42.
So it's cool for you not to give a direct answer, but you want people to give you direct ansers.
People give me what they want to, man.
No, they
I had a
can't.
young man with me
Because
on Saturday.
you know we record this thing, right?
Yeah, I had a young man with me on Saturday.
So this has
and
been another riveting episode. I'm sorry.
had
What's
him-
up with the young man?
I had a young man with me on Saturday, and I had him when he was in high school. He's like 25 now, and I had him do some work with me on Saturday, and then with the youth or whatever. And then I had one of the youth come up to me and ask me, "Oh man, who is he?" And I was like, "Oh, he was you 10 years ago, And that was funny. And so we started talking about all the things he's seen us do, you know what I'm saying? Just in life, and we started talking about on the court. He's like, man, I didn't know what I was seeing until I went somewhere else. And y'all used to have that situation a certain kind of way. And there's people coming there, I thought they was like basketball, this, that, and the other. And y'all used to send them home mad, wanting to fight. I'm like, yeah, man. And that was the old us. That wasn't young Kevin and young JB. That was old Kevin and old JB. That was JB in his mid-30s mid-30s. Imagine if you didn't even see 28, 25-year-old Boogie. He just started shaking his head like, man. And I was like, dang, man, that's crazy that we get to our age, man, where we're shells of ourselves. People never see what we were.
They can look on the N1 mixtape and see what you are. Getting dunked on. This has been another episode of the 16 Shots Podcast with Young
Got
James
these
Boogie.
birthing tapes, so you get ran over, man.
AR Dub.
Tell me how you took, and I'm gonna tell you what I meant.
And we out.
No, some instruments to get the bitches, man.
Find some of these birthing classic tapes. Find out you was the crash dummy. Let me find out, man. Y'all recorded y'all games?
Nigga,
You
I
got
went
this
to
one,
Bergen. What you think?
You already put this in hooking y'all up, man?
Nah, man, but
Good night.
good night.
Put the send and put y'all got a whole new front yard, I think, man. There's some paint on the inside, man. Y'all looking.
All right, I'm gonna holler at you, bro.
All right, that's what's up.
All right.
Yeah.